Hello and welcome back to the Watford Way today, as we are going to be watching Hibernian versus Watford up in Scotland. Thank you very much for joining me today. Now, before we begin, I have to clarify, I cannot show the game on here due to copyright reasons, but you are welcome to follow along with me whilst you're watching on a separate screen as well. So I've got the game on in front of me on my television screen here. I can see they've shown the Watford fans in the stands at Hibernian now. About 550 Watford fans are thought to have flown up or driven up today, or some have even got the train, of course, as well. And yeah, it should be a good game. The first time I've really managed to see this Watford team in action, and we'll go through the starting 11 in just a moment as well. About 8 minutes or so until kickoff. But as I said, you can watch the game for free via the Hibernian YouTube channel. So if you want to watch a game yourself, you can go to Hibernian's YouTube channel and get the game for free there, whilst also having me on commentary if you do prefer. But yes, we're waiting for the players to come out now. And I will show you the team news as well now. The team news is a bit of a mixed bag. Some players have stayed at St George's Park, where Watford are training this week. Other players have travelled up to Scotland with Tom Cleverley, and you can see the team in front of you there. A bit of a mixed bag, not the strongest team we could have put out, but equally not the weakest. Some notable exceptions include Wesley Hoots, Yasser Espria, Georgie Chatfordadze, and Daniel Backman. We'll discuss all about Wesley Hoots' future, by the way, later on in this watch-along. But there's the team. We've got Jonathan Bond in goal, Matty Pollock, Francisco Sierralta, Ryan Porteous obviously returning to his former club in Hibernian as well. So I'm sure that's quite nostalgic for him. Then you've got Ngakia in that right wing-back position, Loser, Ramirez Espan, who is a academy player. You got James Morris in that left wing back position, and then you've got kind of a front three that can interchange in all different positions of Tom Ince, Kwadwo Bar, and Rocco Vata. Tom Ince and Rocco Vata will probably drop into the 2-10 positions, and Kwadwo Bar will be leading the line for Watford today. So that is the starting 11 for Watford for the game, and you can see on the bench full of academy players. Alfie Marriott, a young academy goalkeeper, is on the bench alongside Antonio Tikvic, who has just signed on a season-long loan deal from Udinese. George Abbott and James Claridge are both from the academy, as is Adupoku, Shatford, Watkis, Mileta Rivic, of course, from last season, scoring 11 goals in the Championship. And good to see Toby Adeyemo as well on the bench. We've not seen him for quite a while. We had a few injury issues. But yeah, Toby Adeyemo returns to the bench. So a lot to be excited about. I think for me, Kwadwo Bar and Rocco Vata up front are the most exciting prospects for me to watch from a Watford perspective today. Let me know how you're feeling ahead of the game in the live chat as well. And we can take questions about anything to do with Watford in this stream, of course, as well, because I'm sure at some points this friendly might get a little bit boring. So, of course, we can talk about Wesley Hoots' future, Yasser Espria, and the lack of good signings so far in this transfer window, because Rocco Vata, very excited about. Musa Sissoko, yes, quite excited about that one as well. Jonathan Bond doesn't inspire too much confidence in me. And yeah, it's all gone very quiet on the incoming front. But let's take a look at who is in chat. I can see Luke is in chat. Richard Lee is in chat, as is VJ and Tony. Welcome to the chat, guys. And as I said, feel free to fire away with questions about Watford if you have them, and get my thoughts on that. And by the way, we broke some exclusive news on social media yesterday. And that news was that the Watford away kit is going to be revealed on Friday. So our away kit is going to be revealed on Friday, 26th of June. We put that out on our social media channels yesterday. So you haven't already, make sure you go and check out that post. From what I've been told, it should be a pretty nice kit, but we'll have to wait and see if that comes to fruition. I'll take a look at the Hibs team as well. I'll see if I can get that up for you. albeit I'm not entirely sure who their players are. So I don't think it'll be very beneficial. But we might as well take a look while we're here. Let's take a look. Hibernian versus Watford. And yeah, a decent attendance actually. They're showing the main stand at Hibernian now, which is absolutely massive, and I'd say it's probably a third full, half full, maybe. I'm not quite sure where the Watford fans are situated, but I saw a lot of people flying up there from Luton Airport this morning, which was pretty cool. It's not quite a European away day, or is it a European away day? I don't know. Does it count as a European away day? Let me know in the live chat. I suppose you are going to a different country, so technically Watford are on a European tour right now. We can only dream. But yeah, only a few minutes to go until the players come out now. It looks like there might be a slight delay to kick off just because the players haven't actually emerged out of the tunnel yet. But yeah, let me see if I can find the Hibernian team. I'll run you through it now. Not that I really recognise any of their players whatsoever. You got Smith in goal, Ekpitia, O'Hora, Vente, Boyle, Newell, Obita, Mariah Welsh, Megwa, Campbell, and Molintikov. So I've got absolutely no idea if them players are any good, but we will find out as we watch this game today. And as I said, I can't show the game on here specifically due to copyright reasons. But if you do want to watch along with me, where you can have me on one screen and the game on the other, you can watch the game for free live on the Hibernian YouTube channel. And thank you very much for everyone who is tuning in today. The game should be about to start now. The photographers have all emerged around the tunnel just prior to kickoff. And yeah, hopefully they'll show the Watford fans a few times as well, because I have to say it's proper dedication to go all the way up to Scotland for a pre-season friendly, especially when the squad isn't full strength as well. So yeah, what happened the Watford way? I've had a little bit too much sun today, so yeah, my face is a bit red. It should calm down, but yeah, I've been outside quite a lot today, so I apologize if I look like a tomato a little bit. It's all good. It's all good. Richard says, "Evening, James. Good to be back." And here come the players, the referee, the linesman. They're coming out onto the pitch now with the match ball, which is exciting. And here come Watford in our new home kit, the red shorts as well. Let me know what you guys think about the new home kit, because I don't think I've spoke to you on a live stream since it was released. I really like it. The away kit, as far as I'm aware, is going to be really nice as well. Really fashionable, which you'll see on Friday at 9 a.m. as we broke that news yesterday. So yeah. But here are the players. Watford have come out. They're just shaking the hands of the Hibernian players now. Don't worry, guys. I've got lots of water here for everyone being concerned about me having too much sun. But yeah, the game's about to start. Hello, James. What was the longest away trip you've done? Ever been to Scotland? I've not been to Scotland ever in my life, which I should definitely change, because obviously I live in the United Kingdom. There's not really an excuse for me not to travel to Scotland. So yeah, definitely got to go to Scotland. I nearly, actually, talking about away days, I nearly had the chance to go to Euro 2024 in Germany. I was given the opportunity to go and watch a knockout match, which would have been Austria versus Turkey, for free in the hospitality, but I had to pay for the flights, and that was in Leipzig. And I looked up the flight prices, and Ryanair were charging £200 each way to go out to Germany. So it would have cost me about £400 just for the flights alone to go and watch Austria versus Turkey, which I couldn't warrant paying that amount of money. So So yeah, I nearly had the chance to go out to Germany, but I had to decline that opportunity in the end. But yeah, hopefully doing a few away days this season as well. VJ says Stirling and Perth in Scotland are the best places to visit. Interesting. I do want to go. Rocco Vata about to kick off for Watford. And yeah, from what I've seen of Rocco Vata so far, he's looked like a really tidy player. Obviously, Watford picked him up from another Scottish club in Celtic. We are underway here at Hibernian, by the way, as well. Yeah, Rocco Vata, Watford picked up from Celtic on a free transfer. I believe we had to pay them about £500,000 in compensation, if what I read is correct. But yeah, Rocco Vata looks like a really tidy player. Hibernian on the ball here early on as well. And as I mentioned earlier, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers this season. So all the help is much appreciated, of course. And yeah, Quadaway Bar and Rocco Vata very much playing as a central two here. Imran Loser and Tom Ince pushing up very high as well, actually. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see how well Watford defend as well. Of course, we've got to talk about Wesley Hoots at some point in this live stream and the potential departure of him to Trabzonspor, which I find hard to pronounce, Trabzonspor in Turkey. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens with that one. But again, Wesley Hoot is not in the Watford squad against Hibernian today, so we'll have to see how that transfer develops with Hoot off to Turkey. His Hibernian on the attack early on, and that's been shepherded back to Jonathan Bond. VJ says he's excited with the Rocco Vata prospect, as am I. Wesley Hoots is old now, says Ballum. I believe he's about 30 years old. So he's still got, a good couple of years in him, at Watford's level, I do believe, especially with the season he had last year as well. Of course, Wesley Hoot was voted Watford's player of the season last year, which I do fully agree with. Watford on the ball now. He's Imran Loser looking to spread it wide. Matty Pollock and Ryan Porteous intertwine in there as well. About 2 minutes, 10 seconds gone in this game at the moment between Watford and Hibernian. And the weather doesn't look too bad, actually, for the Watford fans that travelled. I do worry sometimes, going up to, the dark depths of Scotland that the weather will be awful. But no, they've had a decent day, it seems. A lot of people out drinking, trying the local cuisine. Of course, the Scottish dish is haggis. I don't know if that's their national dish, but I know obviously Scotland are famous for that. And I don't think, I'm quite a particular eater anyway. I don't think I'd really want to be that adventurous and try haggis, but maybe one day. I saw someone earlier, another Watford fan, had a deep fried Mars bar in a Scottish restaurant as well, which I found quite funny. Because yes, the Scottish people love to, for some reason, deep fry their food, which is quite funny. But yeah, a few Watford fans trying the local cuisine today. Come on, Watford. Here's Imran Loser, and I have to say, Imran Loser, when he takes these little touches, he does look a class apart compared to the other players we have on the pitch today. Jonathan Bond, I believe. Oh, big mistake there by Watford. Jonathan Bond with, I think it was Jonathan Bond anyway, the loose pass. And yeah, Hibernian nearly had a tap in to capitalize on that there. But of course, it's only a friendly. I'm not going to get too excited. I usually get quite excited when Watford score a goal, but we'll keep it pretty chill today. You know what, Ballum? You say I need an iron brew. I've never tried iron brew. Again, that is something I need to try as well. So yeah, it's definitely on my to-do list. My parents are actually going to Scotland later this year, but they're not going to Edinburgh. They're going to Aberdeen, which is much further away. But yeah, I do need to go. Here's Matty Pollock. Watford looking a little bit uncomfortable so far, I would say, playing out from the back. Imran Lewis is certainly the most composed player on that pitch at the moment. And yeah, it's good to see actually because we've played against, I mean, who have we played against so far? We've played against Reading, we've played against Stevenage, we've played against Gillingham. I feel like I'm forgetting one game. You can maybe remind me in the live chat. Reading, Stevenage, Gillingham. Is that it? I feel like we've played one more game, um, unless I'm being stupid. But yeah, so far we've definitely had a defined style of play in terms of our build-up play. It's just been, hard to watch. I don't know how to word this. It's just been hard to watch players who maybe aren't up to the quality, playing in some of these matches, which is, a bit frustrating. I feel like Watford should have strengthened more than they have at this time in the transfer window. Here come Hibernian though down this left-hand side. I do apologise. I don't know the Hibernian players if they're any good. Massive chance there for Hibernian, actually. Some great play down the left-hand side. A 1-2 into the box. It's cleared out for a Hibernian corner, which is happening about 6 minutes, 20 seconds into this game. Ellis is in chat as well. Fancy seeing you here, James. I'm back, Ellis. Hello. James lives in Luton. I certainly do not live in Luton. I would never go near Luton. You could pay me £1,000 and I wouldn't go into Luton. I despise Luton. Of course, I've been to Luton before. I'm joking. I have to go to Luton to go to the airport, so I can't avoid it sometimes. But yeah, that's the only reason I would choose to travel to Luton. Yeah. Yeah, really liking our home kit though. It looks really nice. I've not actually seen it in person yet, but I am going to a friendly next Saturday. I'm going to Brentford versus Watford at Vicarage Road. So if you do see me at Vicarage Road next Saturday, I will be at the Brentford versus Watford friendly. Rocky says, James, do you live in Watford? I do not live in Watford. I do not live in Luton. I live in a small town in between Watford and Luton. That's all I'll say. I live in between the two. I get on a train. It's about 5-10 minute train ride to Watford on a match day. So yeah, that is where I live. And yeah, Hibernians certainly have had, I'd say 2 half chances so far. They are really pressing Watford quite high up the pitch at the moment. My stream's frozen here, actually. I'm just going to have to refresh. Oh, no, it's back again. Just going to have to refresh it here. We've got stuck for about 10 seconds there. There we go. We're back. 8 minutes, 30 seconds into this game. I thought I'd lost internet connection. I got concerned. But yeah, let's take a look at the Watford team again quickly. I'll bring it up for you again on screen here, so you're not looking at my face for the whole stream. That's the Watford team for you. Jonathan Bond obviously signing from LA Galaxy, and all of Watford signings this window so far have actually been free transfers as well, which shows actually the lack of funds we do have. But yeah, Jonathan Bond in goal, signing from LA Galaxy. I believe this is his first start. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, Rocco Vata here, a fantastic run. Is interrupting me here. Great run by Rocco Vata. He shoots, it's deflected, and it might be going out for a Watford corner here. It's just been defended well by the Hibs defender there. It's gone out for a throw in the end. But a great, amazing run there from Rocco Vata, showing off his dribbling ability. Certainly looks like an exciting prospect. But yes, Matty Pollock, Francisco Sierralta, and Ryan Porteous are the three centre backs. Ngakia, Luza, Ramirez, Espan, and James Morris make up the midfield and two wide players, the two players in the wing back positions, Ngakia and Morris. And then you've got Ince, Barr, and Batter as Watford's attacking players, if you will. So Ince, Barr, and Batter hopefully scoring the goals for Watford today. And it's certainly been a lively start to the game, actually, with both teams having, a couple of attempts on goal so far. But at the moment, as it stands, it is Watford 0, Hibernian 0. Can you tell us about Ramirez? I've got no idea. I know he's obviously an under 23s player, but I've got no idea in terms of his preferred position or how he plays. He's on the ball actually right now as I speak, and he's kind of playing almost as like a deep line midfielder, if you will. He's not getting too far forward. He's helping out defensively quite a lot as well. But yeah, other than that, I don't know too much about him, unfortunately, VJ. But he's not done anything wrong so far, which is always a positive. Rocky says, when is Deeney's comeback? I don't think Deeney will ever be back at Watford. Maybe in a coaching role one day, but certainly his playing days are long over now. Yeah, no try list today, Ballum. As far as I'm aware, no try lists have been listed on the starting 11, so I don't believe there is any. Oh, chance for Hibs. The linesman flags for offside. But again, Hibs, quite comfortably getting in behind that Watford defence. And yeah, he was offside apparently, according to the linesman on this right-hand side. But yeah, the Watford defence struggling with pace in behind. Do you think he will be a good coach in reference to Troy Deeney? Well, he had his go at Forest Green Rovers, didn't he? Which I don't think particularly went to plan. But I can see maybe one day. I do think that in my heart, I do think Troy Deeney will come back to Watford in some capacity. Do I think he'll be a good coach? I've got no idea. I mean, he managed at Forest Green Rovers for a very brief period of time. That didn't go very well for him. I think he was a bit vocal about the players' attitudes, and I don't think they liked that very much. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens. VJ says Pollock has the makings of a good player, needs some experience alongside. Pollock is an interesting one, actually. I mean, he's been linked with a move away as well. He's followed a Turkish agent on his social media pages who are linked to another Turkish team called Sivasspor over in Turkey. So we've got Wesley Hoot linked with Trabzonspor and Matty Pollock linked with Sivasspor in Turkey, which is, again, a weird move. If I was Matty Pollock, I'd stay at Watford and fight for my place in the first team. I don't think a move to Turkey would do him any good other than maybe a slightly increased wage packet, really. But yeah, 13 and a half minutes gone here at Hibernian. Let me just find out the name of their stadium, actually. I should know this. Hibernian Stadium. Easter Road. That's the one. I remember that now. Easter Road. And yeah, it's a pretty oh God, Jonathan Bond in the Watford goal is not very commanding at all. He looks a bit panicked, actually. Yeah, every time a cross comes in, he's kind of glued to his line, which is interesting to see. Am I vegan? No, I'm not vegan. to answer that question. Right, Watford have the goal kick here. Ryan Porteous is actually taking this. Please subscribe if you are new around here as well. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers this season, which is certainly doable. We should be able to do that by the end of this year, if all goes well. And you can follow us on our other social media pages as well. On Twitter, we've got about 3,500 followers. You can join us on there, obviously known now as X after Elon Musk changed it. Here's Hibernian actually again, and it's a goal. It's a goal for Hibernian. Jonathan Bond couldn't keep it out of his own net. And yeah, Hibernian have scored, and Jonathan Bond isn't filling me with a lot of confidence so far in the games I've watched. Let's watch this replay here now, and then I'll have to change the score. Yeah, that's poor. It's gone through Jonathan Bond's legs. He got back up. He wasn't quick enough. And it's 1-0 to Hibernian. I am sorry to report they have scored. Pre-season not going that well for Watford at the moment. Deary me. Ugh. 1-0 to Hibs. Yeah, I mean, that's a shocking goal to concede. I mean, they threatened him behind actually a few times. And then that goal wasn't even from a running behind. It was almost like a low pass, a low cross. That was like touch past Jonathan Bond. Yeah, not a great start to pre-season so far. Here's Watford edge of the box, though. Some link-up play between Bar, Vatter and Tom Ince. They lose the ball, though, and Hibernian are looking to break. Rocky says, was it an own goal? I don't believe so. I mean, it kind of deflected off of Jonathan Bond, but I wouldn't call that. I mean, you know, it's your own opinion, of course, but I don't think I'd call that an own goal, at least from my perspective. Here come Hibs again, some pace down this left-hand side, and Ngakia struggling to keep up at the moment. Ngakia with a lot of defending to do, and yeah, he really is struggling. The cross is whipped in and goes just past Jonathan Bond's left-hand post there as well. So Hibernian really threatening Watford, and they've definitely had the best chances so far. And you have to say, you know, let me bring this Watford team up again. It's not a team completely full of youngsters. You've got Jonathan Bond in there, an experienced goalkeeper, Porteous, Sierralta, Pollock, Loser, you know, yes, Ngakia, Morris, Bar, Vatter, they're younger players, but you'd think that, you know, we'd have enough there to beat a pretty poor, you know, Scottish side. And yeah, that was a pretty shocking goal to concede, really. Jonathan Bond doesn't look comfortable playing out from the back either. Yeah, Leo Maguire says, why are we so bad? I do have to caveat this and say it is only pre-season, so don't panic too much. But the pre-season results so far have not been particularly good. I will say that. Yeah, and I'm a positive guy. You know, I'm a positive guy as well, and even I can sit here and say it's not been that great. VJ says last chance saloon for Ngakia. I do feel Ngakia's been here for too long. You know, I think that's a position where you've got Ryan Andrews coming through, who looks like a real talent, especially offensively, that side of the game. I think Ngakia should have been moved on, you know, a season or two ago. I can't believe he's still at the club. And the same applies to James Morris. I'm sure they're both lovely people. You know, I'm not gonna, you know, sit here and slander them, but in terms of pure football and talent we need to survive in this division, I don't think Ngakia and Morris are really good enough to be backups in kind of that wing back position. Let me know if you agree, of course, in the live chat. I'm trying to find my phone. I can't remember where I've put it. Let me have a look. Where have I put my phone? Ah, it's over there. I found it. And we've got a very exciting collaboration coming up probably next week on our social media channels on Twitter and on Instagram. So please follow us on there for that. We are partnering with a big football brand, a kit brand, which is really exciting. So yeah, follow us on Twitter and Instagram to be in a chart, to be with a, I can't get my words out. Something very exciting is coming. That is all I'll say on that. Um, yes, Ballum. I found my phone. Um, Leo says every year we draw and only just beat League One or League Two teams in pre-season. Well, I remember actually a few years ago we played. I think it was back in might have been 2019 or 2018, but we went out to Austria as we used to do back then when we had lots more money, and we played Ajax and we played by Leverkusen as well from memory. And I believe we beat both of them, and we certainly beat by Leverkusen. And then that season, we went on to reach the FA Cup final as well. So, yeah, pre-season results can sometimes mean nothing, or equally they can sometimes be a sign of things to come. But yeah, our overall build-up plays looked not too bad. I mean, we're getting in some decent positions, but just defensively is where this team really concerns me. I mean, we just look like a complete shambles. Have any of you guys brought the new Watford kit as well, by the way? I always wait until next year. So next year they'll reduce it down to about £25, so I don't have to pay the full price. But have any of you guys brought the kit yet? If so, let me know what you think in the live chat. It certainly is one of my favourites in recent years. I went over to Watford probably about 2 weeks ago now to go and take a look at it in person. And yeah, it's better than I thought in person. Actually, the textured design on the shirt is really nice. Here's Rocco Vata again. Vata with some great play there, and he wins Watford a free kick in quite a good position here, just outside the box, couple of yards, edge of the box, and definitely a shooting position here for Rocco Vata if he wants to take it. Leo says he'll pick up the kit next month and he'll get number 45, Ryan Andrews. That is a good player to get on the back of your shirt. That is a good idea, Leo. Right, here is Watford. About to take this free kick. At the moment, Tom Ince is standing over it. Doesn't look like to me he'll shoot. It looks like he'll kind of float the ball in potentially for someone to head on. Yeah, Tom Ince does exactly that. It's headed on. Oh, what a goal! Oh, is that offside? I think it's been ruled out offside. Ryan Porteous just basically bicycle. Ryan Porteous has bicycle kicked that into the back of the net. I think he was just offside. But what a goal that would have been. That's hilarious. I mean, it didn't look offside to me, but yeah, I think the linesman on that far side put his flag up. Ryan Porteous with the bicycle kick there. That is funny. Against his old team as well. That would have been good. Leo says, why have we not released the away or third kit yet? Well, the away kit, Leo, I tweeted on our social pages yesterday on Twitter and Instagram. It's coming on Friday, the 26th of June. Keep an eye out on Watford socials. They'll be posting it on Friday, I can assure you. Yeah, that is funny. Ryan Porteous going with the overhead kick there. They should have just given it. It's a pre-season friendly, you know. Don't take it too seriously. That always annoys me actually with like referees and stuff in pre-season friendlies or charity games as well, where they give out loads of yellow cards and they blow up for loads of fouls. They should really just let the game flow. I mean, was that really offside? I mean, I couldn't tell from the angle I'm watching here. So let Porteous have the goal is my opinion on that. Yeah, but that is funny. That has made my evening. Assuming Hoots will leave, who would I pick at the back? Well, because we don't have any other left-footed centre back at the club other than Tikvich, who we've just signed, I'd probably go Tikvich, Pollock, Porteous. That's probably what I'd do. But if Hoot does leave, I imagine they'll bring in someone else. Excuse me. And yeah, we're looking ahead to the first watch along of the season, actually, which will be Millwall on the opening weekend of the Championship season. So you can join you back here for that game. I'm not going to Millwall because I'm quite busy kind of over that weekend period. So I'll be here. I'll be here in the Watford Way doing a watch along for that game. You can join me here. I believe it's about a midday kickoff. It might be midday or 12:30. I'll have to check that out. But it'll be quite an early game actually. So Millwall versus Watford at the Den, opening day of the season. You can join me here on the Watford Way for that as well. Which will be exciting, and hopefully we'll see a few more signings in before then. Fingers crossed. But yeah. The Brentford pre-season tickets are available on the Watford website. That's where I bought my tickets anyway. I don't know if Brentford fans can buy them on their website and come to Vicarage Road as well. But I brought my Brentford tickets on the Watford ticketing website. That's where I bought mine. And I'm excited. I've not been to a match for a good few months. So I'm looking forward to seeing the home kit in person, of course, seeing Tom Cleverley in the dugout. And yeah, hopefully it'll be a good game. Obviously, Ivan Toney, lots of speculation around his future. Will he even play in that game? I don't know. But currently he is a Brentford player. So it'd be good to see him in person as well. And I have to say, Ivan Toney had a really good Euros, actually. I mean, he didn't really play that many minutes, but the minutes he did play, I think he got an assist for Harry Kane, didn't he, as well? An assist for Jude Bellingham, if I'm correct, for his last-minute goal as well. So, yeah, Ivan Toney certainly had a good contribution to England's run in Euro 2024. Oh, Watford taking a lot of risks here, playing out from the back. They don't look comfortable at all, really. Imran Luz is certainly the best technical player we've got on the ball in this midfield. Here's Quadaway Bar looking to drive forwards. Rocco Vata, lovely little feint there and pass. And Watford just struggling here to put together any kind of decent move in the final third, really. I mean, we've been camped on the edge of the box for quite a while here. Here's Bar again. Can Bar create anything here? Imran Loser into Ezpan. He's quite advanced now, the Watford Academy player. Loser kind of conducting the game from a deeper position at the moment. Here's Matty Pollock, who has gone for a skinhead hairstyle. He's shaved all his hair off, which is an interesting move. I won't say any more on that. I mean, my haircut has been the same my whole life, basically. Here's Watford, though, on the attack. James Morris. Oh, big chance there. Morris found his way, edge of the box, passes it over to Loser, and Loser shoots just wide, grazing the outside of the net as he does so. But yeah, probably Watford's best attacking move so far. And we're about half an hour into this game. And yeah, I don't actually think we've had a shot on target yet. Watford win the ball back high up here. Quadro Bar on the ball, doing a couple of step overs, whips it in, and it's a goal. Watford have scored and equalised in this game. Some fantastic work there from Quadro Bar. And Imran Loser has equalised for Watford. So 1-1 in this game, and Imran Loser has picked up the goal. Yeah, great work there by Quadro Bar, and an easy finish, a tap in for Imran Loser. So it's 1-1 in this game. Well done, Imran. It's equalised for Watford. Decent goal, that. Good work. Good work. I'm happy with that. 1-1. Yeah, I know. I always do that. I jinx it. I said they haven't had a shot on target, and then a few seconds later, they score. I always do that. I always do that. But yeah, there we go. Watford 1, Hibernian 1. Just going to take a quick look on social media to see what everyone is saying. Yeah, that's definitely Watford's best attacking play so far. A very simple goal, really. We won the ball back high up. We pressed well. Quadro Bar takes on kind of his fullback, couple of step overs, works well, does well with the space he gains. Ball across the loser, taps in, bam, goal, sorted. Yeah, pretty simple there for Watford. And Loser actually went quite close just a minute or so earlier, just grazing the outside of the net with a shot as well. Here's Tom Ince looking to drive forward. He doesn't have the pace to get past the Hibernian defender. Matty Pollock into the Watford Academy player, Espan. Here's Rocco Vata looking so dangerous whenever he picks up the ball. Really exciting prospect. Can you imagine Rocco Vata, Yasser Asprilla, Georgie Chapadadze is like a front three? I mean, that would be so exciting compared to having Mileta Rajovic or Vacuum Bio up front who can barely turn and move. Thanks for tuning in, Ballum. No worries at all. Here's Morris. Back to Matty Pollock. Imran Loser picks up the ball deep. He crosses it in. It's defended well by Hibernian. And Ngakia picks it back up. Does really well here in Ngakia. Very tenacious play by him. He loses the ball, though, in the box. And Watford have suddenly woken up here and picked up the pace, which is, really promising to see. Here's Loser back out to Tom Ince, who's occupying a position kind of out on this left flank at the moment. I'm not a big Bio fan, VJ. I mean, as I say with everyone, I'm sure he's a very nice guy. He certainly has had his moments. He has his uses. But I just think, the game's moved on. Rocco Vata, Asprilla, Chapadadze, these are the players I want in them attacking positions. And here is Vata. Oh, lovely drop of the shoulder. Oh, and he goes just wide. Rocco Vata. What a great bit of play that was. And he's really impressing me in these last couple of matches at the moment. Great play by Vata. That drop of the shoulder as well. You can't really teach that. Just watching it here in the replay. Oh, that's superb from Vata. Really good. That's really good. So you can watch the game for free on the Hibernian YouTube channel. You don't have to watch me, or you can watch me and the game at the same time. But yeah, you can watch the game for free. Go on Hibernian's YouTube channel, and you can watch the game for free on there. Yeah, lots of seagulls in front of the camera at the moment, Leo. I do have to agree with that. Here's Tom Ince. Oh, again, Watford going close, and we've certainly in the last 5 or 6 minutes have really picked up the pace here. Yeah, it's quite exciting to watch actually at the moment. It's certainly not a boring style of football. I will give Tom Cleverley credit for that. The Stevenage game and the other games I've seen highlights of, it doesn't seem like Valère and Ismail, where we're passing, we're doing 50 passes between the centre backs each game. It's not that style of football. It's certainly look to find your more attacking players in the pockets and go forward from there, which is what I like to see. So Watford have a corner here. Oh, it's headed on, and Watford nearly maybe could have had a known goal there if it wasn't for a deflection. His Bar again. Bar shoots, it's deflected. Loser picks it back up. Oh my God! Rocco Vata has just scored an unbelievable goal. Wow. Oh my goodness. And it's Watford 2, Hibernian 1. And Rocco Vata has just scored a screamer. Goodness me. Wow. And I said we picked up the pace. We certainly have done that. Wowee. What a talent we've got on our hands there. Rocco Vata. I think it took a deflection. Yeah, it took a deflection. But, fair play for him for taking on that shot. And, 10 minutes to go to half time. Watford have come back from behind and are now leading 2-1 against Hibernian. What a goal from Rocco Vata. Fair play. Absolutely fair play to the lad. He's good. Leo says Vata is brilliant. He is good. Really good. Really impressive. I'm still shocked Watford managed to poach him from Celtic, to be honest with you. Really, really exciting. I mean, come on, guys. Like, I know we've not played against championship opposition yet, but you compare Rocco Vata's movement to Mileta Rajovic, and there's literally no comparison. I mean, he offers so much dynamism in that striker position. It's unreal. Here's Quadaway Bar. Gets the ball away. Tom Ince now driving forward, and Tom Ince gets shot away. He panics. He does so. Takes a deflection again. That's Tom Ince. James Morris out on this left-hand side as well. VJ says, could Ince be more prominent this season? I think he may well be, just because we don't have a lot of money, so we have to utilize, our squad a bit more. And I certainly do think he will play probably a more significant role than he did last year, definitely. Yeah, what a goal that was from Rocco Vata. Really good. If you're new around here, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. We'll be back against Millwall for the Millwall live match watch along. First day of the championship season. I can't wait. And it should be a good one. And obviously, Watford and Millwall, remembering their goalkeeper who sadly passed away just a few weeks ago now, which was really sad. And I believe they're doing some sort of memorial or memory for him. But before that game, but yeah, that would be good to watch. Hopefully, Watford can pick up a victory on the first day out in London town. That would be good. And yeah, we're approaching half time in this Hibs game. 38 minutes or so gone now. And yeah, getting close to half time. Hibs have a free kick here, probably 35, 40 yards from goal. Definitely not in a shooting position, but certainly could maybe pass to someone edge of the box or float one in here. But yeah, Rocco Vata, I mean, I can't talk about him enough, really. Really impressive in his first couple of weeks at the club. Here's Hibs. Whipped in really high, actually, and Jonathan Bond quite rightly lets that go out for a Watford goal kick. I think we've got a friendly on Saturday against, is it Wickham? We're playing on Saturday. Let's have a look. Watford fixtures. Wickham Wanderers, that's it. Oh no, Tuesday, next Tuesday. Wickham versus Watford next Tuesday at 7:30, and then we play against Brentford on Saturday, the 3rd of August. And then yeah, the Millwall game, 10th of August, 12:30 kickoff. Really looking forward to that one. Yeah, quite a bar was found there. Referee rightly blows up for that. And yeah, out of the three attacking players, I mean, you're probably getting annoyed at me talking about him now, but out of Quadro Bar, Tom Ince, and Rocco Vata looks a class apart from everyone. He's so good. Yeah, referee's going to pull up for that, surely. Yeah. So Watford foul, Hibs player. I think that was Francisco Sierralta there, just pulling his shirt back. And that's going to be a Hibs free kick in again, quite a dangerous position once again. So Hibs standing over the free kick. Again, I apologise for not knowing who their players are, but as you may understand, I don't follow Scottish football. And again, a completely disgraceful free kick there from Hibs, literally goes over everyone's heads. Doesn't touch anyone. Very comfortable for Watford to defend, and it goes out for a goal kick. And yeah, it was good to see all the Watford fans posting their photos this morning. About 550 fans have gone up to Edinburgh today. I know a few of them. There was a couple of flights from Luton Airport, which is obviously local to Watford this morning. I know quite a lot of fans booked on them flights as well, which is good fun. I'm sure it's good fun. Yeah, Rocco Vata has got to start as our striker. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm being overreactionary, but watching him move and shoot compared to Vacuum Bio or Rocco Vata's just been completely taken out there. Yeah, watching him move and shoot compared to Mileta Rajovic and Vacuum Bio, I mean, they're just different levels. They literally, I mean, Mileta Rajovic, no offense to him at all, because he's a completely different style of striker and attacker. But he takes about 5 seconds to turn and get up to speed, whereas Rocco Vata, drop of the shoulder, he's doing feints, he's curling the ball into the corner. When have we seen Mileta Rajovic do that? We've never seen, Vacuum Bio or Mileta Rajovic do anything close to that. So to have someone who wants to do that and is capable of doing that is really, really promising. And there's a reminder of the Watford team. If you are just tuning in, Jonathan Bond, Matty Pollock, Francisco Sierralta, Ryan Porteous, who's captain in Watford against his former team Hibernian, Ngakia, right wing back, Imran Louza, Ramirez Espan, who is a academy graduate, James Morris, Tom Ince, Quadabo Bar, and Rocco Vata are the starting players, and not too many exciting players on the bench really. Adeyemo's on there, of course. Mileta Rajovic, Watkins, Shaq Ford. I'm interested to see potentially. Adu Poko, George Abbott, who's a centre back. Antonio Tikvik, who was just coming in on loan from Udinese. And Alfie Marriott there, an academy goalkeeper, make up the Watford bench for today's game. What are your thoughts on December this season? Again, I'm going to sound harsh here, but I have to be harsh and critical. He's a player who everyone loves. I love Ken. Great guy. Great for the community. Love him. Love his personality. Move him on. Move him on. Bring in someone younger, someone hungrier. From what I've seen so far, it looks like he might have lost a yard of pace in the last preseason game I watched. He struggled to beat his man against, lower quality opposition. He has his use cases, of course, as do most players. But I'd move him on, and I'd look to bring in someone else. I mean, as a squad depth player, fine. I'd take him maybe for one more year, but he can't be starting, loads of games for me personally. James, am I a Udinese fan? I'm a Watford fan, is what I am. I'm certainly not a Udinese fan. I mean, of course, Gino Pozzo, our owner, owns Udinese, but I certainly, I want them to do well, but I wouldn't call myself a fan of the club, of course. I'm very much Watford. You can't see it on camera here, but just to the right of me, I've got like a couple of signed shirts and lots of autographs. Up on that wall there to the right of me from Watford players. So I'm certainly a Watford fan at heart. And it's half time now at Hibernian. The Watford and his players going down the tunnel, and the fans making their way to the concourse for, I'm sure, a pint of Scottish beer. I don't know what they serve up in Edinburgh, but I'm sure it's nicer than what we get down here. I'll probably show them in another YouTube video, Rocky. I'll probably do a Q&A video later this season, and yeah, I'll show all of my autographs and stuff in that video there. But yeah, first half, let's talk about it, and then of course we can answer any questions you may have to me in the live chat, Watford related or non-Watford related, I don't mind. So yeah, the first half, Hibs went ahead there. I'm just seeing the goal in front of me here. Some decent work down the right. Poor defending really by Watford. Just went under Jonathan Bond's legs. And yeah, deflected into the goal to put Hibs 1-0 up. Imran Loser with the equalising goal for Watford. Some great play down the right by Quadro Bar. Couple of step overs, puts it into the box. Loser slots away with the quality he has. Excuse me. And that equalised Watford at that point in the game. I'm just seeing that goal here. Quadro Bar, couple of step overs, good turn of pace. Loser, very easy for him to score. And yeah, that equalised Watford 1-1. And then the second goal come from Rocco Avata, Watford's new signing, who come from Scotland in Celtic. And here is the goal now. I'm just watching it on replay. And yeah, that drop of the shoulder is so good. You cannot teach that. I'm telling you. You can go through attacking drills in training, but that drop of the shoulder, the curl into the far corner, quality goal there by Rocco Vata. Really impressive. And here it is again. Yes, it took a deflection, but there was enough power on it to take it past the goalkeeper. And yeah, a really good goal there by Rocco Vata. Class, absolutely class. And yeah, that is half time. So it's Watford 2, Hibernian one. Thank you so much for tuning in as well. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. We're trying to hit that magic 1,000 subscriber mark, which would make us one of the biggest Watford YouTube channels on the platform, which is very, very exciting indeed. And yeah, you can follow us on our other social media pages as well, on Twitter or X, whatever way you want to call it, on Instagram, where we post more graphical news updates, which is more visually pleasing to the eye. And then we're also on Facebook as well. So whichever platforms you prefer, we're on them. The only platform I'm not on is TikTok, because I have enough social media platforms already and they take up too much of my time. And I don't want to be sitting on TikTok all day, as I do with Instagram and Twitter currently. So I'm not on TikTok, but I'm on everything else. So you can find us on them social platforms. And next week, hopefully we're teaming up with, well, I know we are, we're teaming up with a big kit brand to give away something very exciting to one of our followers. And that announcement will be coming very, very soon. So make sure you follow us on our social media channels. And as we tweeted yesterday on X, an exclusive post we put out, the Watford kit is going to be released on Friday, the 26th of July. So one more day to go. Obviously Thursday tomorrow, and then on Friday you will see the Watford kit be released on social media. From what I've heard, it's meant to be pretty nice and fashionable. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that as well. But yeah, half time, 5 questions away. You do have them. Big DWFC says, when we are not asleep, we can score goals like batters. I agree. Now, I don't like to read too much into these things because it's a pre-season friendly, and we can be pretty chilled out and laid back. But yeah, I agree. I think Watford prior to Vatta's goal looked, pretty poor. We had some decent build-up play, but nothing extraordinary. And yeah, that kind of sparked us into life. I mean, Imran Loser scoring, Vatta scoring, that 10-15 minute period up until half time really was quite exciting to watch. I thought anyway. So yeah, totally agree with you there. What did Barr do on loan? I don't think he was too impressive from what I remember. I'm just gonna have to have a look where he was on loan actually, because I've completely forgotten. Quadro Barr. I spelled his name wrong there. Barr, Watford. Yeah, I don't think he did particularly well from what I remember. Yeah, 2 goals last season in League One for Burton Albion, 2 goals, one assist, 5 yellow cards in 20 appearances, which yeah, not great, but he's looked lively. I'll give him that in this game. But yeah, Quadro Barr last season on loan, just the 2 goals for him, unfortunately. But then again, I don't know if those were substitute appearances or if he started them games. I've got no idea at all. Where do I think we will finish? Do I have to answer that question right now? I don't know. I mean, the early signs are we don't have a lot of money. Whether we do have the money and Gino doesn't want to spend it is a discussion for another day. But where do I think we will finish? I'm going to completely rule out automatic promotion, completely rule out the playoffs. I would take, a top half, top 10, 12th to 7th, maybe at a stretch. But, if we don't invest in many more players than we have done already, I think we'll be in for a really difficult season. But we certainly have some star players in there. I think if we can retain Wesley Hute, that would be key for us. If we can retain Yasser Espria, that changes everything. If we can retain our key players, I'd be a lot more confident. But we've still got a long way to go in this transfer window. Yasser Espria might be off to Saudi Arabia. can't speak, Al Ittihad for about £25 million is a rumour for Yasser Asprilla. Wesley Hoot potentially off to Trabzonspor in Turkey for about €3 million. They're in negotiations currently, according to Turkish sources on social media. So we'll have to see how it all develops. But yeah, if we can retain our key players and add a few more, I'll be more confident. If we sell our players and don't add anyone, I'll be pessimistic. That's going to be natural, isn't it? If Hoot and Asprilla leave, do I think Batter will be our best player? I think Chatford, if he reproduces the form he showed at Euro 2024, I think he has the potential to be one of Watford's key players, of course, but I don't think it's featured at all in pre-season so far. Carrying an injury, according to Tom Cleverley. So again, that's another one. We'll have to see how that develops. Is there something going on behind the scenes there with Geordie Chatford? But I think with Rocco Vata, he certainly fits the model of bringing in a young player. João Pedro, Richarlison, Yasser Asprilla are examples. Build them up to be a quality player in the Championship and then sell them on for a profit in a couple of seasons' time. I think that's the profile of player Rocco Vata picks. Big DWFC says, to be honest, this season is going to be scary. I don't think it'll be scary, WFC Big D, but yeah, he says, especially with the games at Luton. I don't know. I think with derby games that I don't think you can really judge that on the quality of the players you have. I think that's more about the will and the desire of the team more than anything, because Watford had a poor season a couple of seasons ago when we last faced Luton at Vicarage Road, and we beat them 4-0, and they went on to get promoted under, of course, Rob Edwards. So yeah, I'm not too fussed about the derby games. We'll cross that bridge when it comes to it. I'm not in a high enough away group to actually get tickets to go to Luton. I've not been to enough away games over the past few years to be in a high enough category. So for the Luton away game, I'll definitely be watching it here. But certainly the home game, I'll be at. I've got a season ticket, of course. So I'll be at every home game this season, unless I'm ill randomly once, which fingers crossed I won't be. And yeah, not a lot's happening at halftime here. They've kept the camera going, but we're just looking at an empty pitch at the moment, which isn't very invigorating. But the players should be back out in about 2 to 3 minutes, all being well. I can see Antonio Tikvic, Watford's new signing from Udinese, just appearing in the bottom right of the screen there. I think that might be Mileta Rajovic. I can see warming up as well. So 2 substitutions potentially for Watford. Mileta Rajovic and Antonio Tikvic look to be coming on, but I'll get that confirmed for you as soon as they let us know on the official match stream here. Make sure to subscribe as well to the Watford Way, edging ever closer to 1,000 subscribers. So hit that button down below, and yeah, leave a like on the stream as well. It'd be very much appreciated. And keep hydrated, guys. Drink water. Cheers. Right. It looks like the players are about to emerge. They've just changed the camera angle to keep me engaged. And yeah, Hibernian. It's been a decent game. At least it's not been a 0-0 ball draw. It could have been completely dull, but it's actually been all right to watch. Imran Loser and Rocco Vata with the goals. And I love Rocco Vata already. He's already become a cult hero in my eyes anyway. Yeah, looks like a really good player. Does anyone know when Watford will be releasing the squad numbers? Does that happen at the end of the transfer window? Does that happen before the season starts? I'm not entirely sure. I assume it happens when the transfer window has concluded. I mean, that would make most sense. But yeah, I imagine. I mean, Mileta looks to be coming on. You know, are they going to take Rocco Vata off just so they can protect him a little bit? Because he seems to be one of our key players already. You don't want him getting injured. So yeah, Rajovic and Tikvic look to be coming on. And yeah, before the game starts, I'll repeat what I said earlier as well. From what I've been told, and I can 100% confirm this news, the away kit is going to be coming out on Friday, the 26th of July, which is this Friday coming, which is very exciting. And apparently it's very fashionable. And yeah, that's all I can say. I can't tell you any more details, otherwise I'll get in trouble. But apparently it's one of our better away kits we've had in recent seasons, which is exciting to hear. God, where are these players? How long do they need at half time? It feels like it's been longer than 15 minutes. But yeah, we've got another 45 minutes or so to go in this second half. I'll just check Watford social media to see what everyone's saying, because Watford social media can be quite volatile sometimes. Yeah, people saying they like the look of Rocco Vata. What a goal. And yeah, people complaining about Watford's lapses in concentration in defence, but I said that myself. In the game as well. Hibernian looked to threaten Watford in behind, and they used their pace to quite comfortably get past the Watford back line, which is a little bit concerning. But yeah, they're showing the Hibernian fans now in the stands. They all look a bit disinterested. They definitely look Scottish. A lot of men with big bellies there who enjoy their food. Oh dear. Show us the Watford. I want them to show us the Watford fans. I want to see if I can recognise anyone. Show us the Watford fans. Come on. Cameraman. Change the camera. There we go. Can I recognise anyone? I do know a few people who have gone. But yeah, a good following there by Watford up in Scotland. Definitely a few hundred people. VJ says he'll be happy with mid-table and a good youth strategy. Yeah, I would agree with that. I would absolutely, given the current state of the club, I think a comfortable mid-table finish would suit everyone right now. Really, yeah, I would absolutely take that. Oh God, I can feel the hiccups coming. Do you know when you can feel the hiccups coming? I've got that feeling in my chest right now. Hopefully they don't come, because that would be quite embarrassing on stream. And yeah, thank you very much to everyone for subscribing and watching today. It's really appreciated. Trying to grow the channel as much as I can, trying to grow the community. I might not be to everyone's taste, of course, but I've really enjoyed the community we've built on here, and our social pages as well. It's something different. You get to chat with people while you're watching the game. And yeah, for people who don't have that many friends, or don't have a group of other Watford fans to go to games with, it's good fun. So yeah, I very much enjoy it. And of course, loads of people I see at Vicarage Road myself in person. It's great to chat to you all as well. And I'll be at the Brentford game. I'll be there. I'm sitting just behind the dugout. If you're interested, that's where I'll be. So if you do go to the Brentford game and you do see me, feel free to say hello, and we can have a little chat. And the players have finally come out. Just trying to see if we've got any confirmed substitutions here. I'll just check on Watford's social media, because I haven't got the commentary on. Mileta Rajovic is on. Rocco Vata is on. Looks like Quadro Bar's been taken off. So it looks like Mileta Rajovic is on. and Quadawo Bar has been taken off. I'm just seeing if Watford are going to confirm this on socials. They haven't confirmed anything yet. But yeah, Miletarevic is on for Bar. I'm just trying to see who the defensive substitution is. So yeah, the front three is Ince, Rajovic, and Rocco Vata. And the defense, we've got Porteous. Can't really see who Tikvich has come on for, actually. I'll get that confirmed for you in just a moment. But Hibernian on the attack there goes into Jonathan Bond's hands. Quite comfortable. And here's a reminder of the starting team. But just remember, that has changed slightly now. You've got Miletarevic on for Quadro Bar. So that front three is Int, Bar, and Vata. And then we've got Tikvich on, who's just joined from Udinese, albeit I'm just trying to get confirmation who has come on for. I believe it's Matti Pollock or Francisco Sierralta, but I'm just trying to get that confirmed for you now. Yeah, Francisco. So Francisco Sierralta off for Tikvich, and then Quadro Bar off for Miletarevic. Tikvich with some defending to do here. And he does well, actually. Uses his pace, gets back well, wins back the ball. And yeah, first touch there in this game for Antonio Tikvich. And yeah, confirmation of the subs there. I'll bring that up on screen for you. Sierralta off, and Bar off, and then Miletarevic on, who scored 11 goals last season in all competitions, and Antonio Tikvich on. Now, fun fact about Antonio Tikvich is I think he only played 1 minute of professional football last season for Udinese. He played in one game for 1 minute, which is hilarious. So hopefully that's not a sign of his quality. But yeah, apparently he only played in one game for Udinese last season. So yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. Tikvich again there with the clearance. And he's actually got, he's got Vicarage Road in his name, Tikvich. Maybe someone can make a chant out of that. Who knows? Yeah. Sorry, I do try to be comical at times, but I'm not very good at telling jokes. So yeah, I'm sorry. But yes, approaching 50 minutes gone in this game. And it's currently Hibernian 1, Watford 2. It would be nice to get a win. A win in pre-season, it would be great. So hopefully we can score another goal or defend well and hold on to this lead. Again, Jonathan Bond there, very glued to his line. I'm not, keen on how much Jonathan Bond's sticking to his goal line at the moment. And yeah, if you haven't already, make sure you go and check out our dedicated video. I talk all about the Wesley Hoot rumours. I talk about the Turkish sources and what they're suggesting. That video is out on our YouTube channel. So after this, or now even, if you're bored of me talking here, go and watch that video where we discuss all things Wesley Hoot to Trabzonspor in Turkey, which I definitely do not want to happen because Wesley Hoot is one of my favorite players. So yeah, I do not want him to leave at all. And he actually follows us on social media. He follows the Watford Way on Instagram, which is interesting. So maybe I can ask him for a signed shirt. Who knows? We'll see how that develops. Is he the son of the ex-Norwich manager, John Bond? I would assume not. I've got no idea. I'll check out his Wikipedia for you when there's a break in play, VJ. I don't think so. I don't think so. He is Watford on the attack. The academy player Espan plays it out wide to Ngakia, who's had a decent game so far. Ngakia driving forward, looking to utilise the pace he's got. Very tenacious, very strong. Well done, Jeremy. Doesn't win Watford the corner on this occasion, though. Goes out for a goal kick. I'll just look into that for you now, VJ. Jonathan Bond. Wikipedia. What a useful source it is. No, nothing on Wikipedia about that, VJ. So I don't think so. It says he attended Berkhamsted School, and his mother is a American national from Seattle, is what it says on Wikipedia. So there you go. And obviously, he played out in LA for LA Galaxy, which I'm sure, you know, as a football player playing out in LA, I'm sure that's probably you know, you're living the life, aren't you? I mean, you haven't got the pressure of playing in Europe. European football, that's quite a high level. You've got the sunshine. You know, you're living in, you know, like a westernized country, if you will, in America. So yeah, I'm sure Jonathan Bond probably loved it out in LA Galaxy. And yeah, he was pretty much their first team goalkeeper for 3 years, I believe. So he's certainly played a lot of football in the past couple of seasons. It's just whether, you know, he's really up to the standard of challenging Daniel Batman, but that's up to Tom Cleverley to decide, really. Here's Hibernian finding quite a lot of space, you know, in some pockets in midfield here. They're just starting to dominate a bit more on the ball, Hibernian, here, as they look to get back into this game. And this is their last game before the Scottish season begins. Oh, and that's terrible defend. That is terrible defending from Ryan Porteous. That, you know, it's a preseason friendly. I'm going to call that abhorrent and disgusting, because I don't know what he's doing. Oh, and the goalkeeping is not great either. Oh dear. And yeah, Watford were winning. I'm going to have to change the score again now. Watford were winning, but yeah, Ryan Porteous hasn't had the greatest return to his club. He scored a bicycle kick earlier that was offside, which I didn't think was offside. And now he's essentially scored an own. I mean, it's not an own goal, but he may as well have scored an own goal. He literally heads it back to Jonathan Bond in goal. He kind of fumbles it, and the Hibernian attacker just nicks it off Jonathan Bond and taps it in from about 2 yards out. Leo says, why is our defence shambolic? I don't know, but it certainly needs investment. I mean, how Watford haven't brought in his Hibernian again. Don't worry, the attack's gone. How Watford haven't brought in an actual proper quality left wing back in yet, I've got no idea. Our current left back is James Morris, which is crazy. I mean, we're not that far away now from the season starting, really, and we cannot start with James Morris against Millwall again. I'm sure he's a lovely guy, but I've got to be harsh. We need someone in that left wing back position. We need another midfielder in. You know, if Wesley Hute leaves, that's a massive gap to fill. And I think we probably need another striker in. I'd probably get rid of, you know, Bio or Ryovic, and I'd probably bring in another striker as well. Tikvich does well there, heads away. Ryovic holds up the ball, passes it to Imran Loser. Yeah, let me change the score here because Hibernian. I mean, both of Hibernian's goals are Watford's fault. They've not even been great goals. At least the goals Watford scored were well worked. Um, oh dear, dearie me. Here's Tom Ince. Oh dear, he falls over in the box. That's funny. I think he might have injured himself actually, Tom Ince. So he kind of just slipped over while running for the ball. Oh, it's the same issues every year, isn't it? I mean, even in the FA Cup final season, when we reached the FA Cup final in 2019, we still had like Adrian Mariappa in defence, and Mariappa wasn't very good either. It's always been a problem with Watford, and from that season we should have invested quite a lot in our defence because it was aging and it needed improvement. We still retained the likes of Cathcart, for example. He'd lost a lot of pace. He was coming towards the end of his career. Here's Ngakia. Oh, Ngakia drills it in and goes just over the post there, out for a goal kick. But yeah, the defense has been our downfall, I believe. We've had some great attackers, some great midfielders in the past few seasons. I mean, great might be an over exaggeration, but certainly in attack we've had Sarr, Pedro, Espria. In midfield we've had Kayembe, Tom Delly, Livermore. We've had some decent players, but defense is where we've really been let down by recruitment and investment. I can still feel the hiccups coming, but they've not arrived. Ugh. I've not even drank any fizzy drinks. Here's Hibernian on the ball. Looking to get a winning goal in front of their home fans before the start of the Scottish season. And yeah, do they start this weekend, Scotland? Then I'm gonna have to look this up. I think their league might start this weekend. Hibernian fixtures, Scottish League Cup group stage. What's the Scottish League Cup? So they play in the League Cup group stage on this Saturday, and then they play their first Scottish Premiership match next weekend against St Mirren. So they start a week earlier in the Scottish First Division than the Championship. So Hibernian have a free kick here. The wall does its job. Imran Loser blocks the attempted free kick there. Come on, Watford. Come on. Don't disappoint me before the season has already begun. Oh dear. Some of this defending at the moment's hilarious. Tikvich is being taken way out of position here. Oh dear. That's a foul. Yeah, referee blows up. No plays advantage. And yeah, Watford can't seem to get any control defensively at the moment. It's quite concerning, really, how important one player is to our defence. I mean, Wesley Hoot. I don't know how many of you have actually been in person to watch Watford. I have a season tickets. I've been to, I went to every home game last season, and Wesley Hoot is so important to our team. Not even just for his defensive capabilities, his leadership, his His kind of his crossfield balls. I mean, his left foot's extraordinary. He's a threat from set pieces. He scored some great goals last season from really far out as well. He's so important. If Watford can't get the transfer fee they want, I would rather they just let his contract expire next season, and we get another year out of him, because I do believe that a player like that, same with Yasser Asprilla, a player of that importance can be the difference between a relegation battle, mid-table, and even challenging for the playoffs if we got our shit together. So, yeah, he's really important in my opinion. Decent chance for Rivich to get his head on that cross there. He didn't do so. Looks like it just evaded him. Here's Ngakia. Loser picks up the ball, edge of the box. Losers looks real quality as well, by the way. I think Loser will probably start in midfield somewhere. Where that will be, I don't know. But maybe we'll see like a Loser, Kayembe, Sissoko midfield. Obviously, we've got Tom Deddy Bashiri in there potentially as well. So we'll have to see what Tom Cleverley does. But Imran Loser in this game today has looked really good. The goal was well taken. The touches on the ball he's taken, the passes he's done, the way he's dictating play from deep has really impressed me as well. So yeah, maybe it's going to be a big season for Imran Loser, because him and Valerian Ismail did not get on. It was widely reported and known that they had a bit of a falling out, and obviously Loser left on loan, went back out to France. So hopefully Tom Cleverley can get the best out of Imran Loser in a Watford shirt. And of course, Tom Cleverley played with Imran Loser not too long ago in his playing career at Watford. So he knows the player, he knows his personality, which I do think is going to be beneficial to Watford moving forwards. Stay hydrated. That should be my slogan. Stay hydrated. I get through so much water every day. I probably drink too much water. Yeah, I don't know what the recommended limit is, but I mean, I get through loads. Right, here's Tikvich playing kind of as well. He's meant to be a left centre back, but he's almost playing as kind of a wing back at the moment. Yeah, Watford being played through really well here, actually. Pollock did really well there to get back and defend with a sliding challenge. And yeah, about 25 minutes left to go. It's not been as exciting as the first half. Some calamitous Watford defending to what that we saw led to their second goal. Oh, here we go. This is going to get a bit complicated for me now, because Watford are making 4 substitutions, all youngsters, of course, and they don't even have their names on the back of their shirt. They've just got numbers, so it'll be hard for me to kind of keep track on who's coming on. Shaq Ford is making an appearance, which is good to see. Shaq Ford, of course, on loan at Leyton Orient last season, and he did very well there. I'll just look up his stats from there, but I think he got into double digits for goals, if I'm not mistaken. Shaq Ford, let's take a look. Might be 9 goals. It was, yeah, 9 goals, 1 assist in 40 appearances. So, yeah, Shaq Ford doing all right at Leyton Orient. Will he play a part at Watford this season? I've got no idea, but we'll see how he fares in the last 25 minutes or so here. Here's Tikvich. Oh, that's awful defending from Antonio Tikvich. Very lackadaisical in possession. Gives up the ball to Hibernian, who are pressing him. And yeah, that is certainly Tikvich's fault. I still don't know why we've signed him. I'm very much against that signing. No idea why we've done it. He's got very little experience in men's football. Played one game last season, if I'm correct in saying that. Just seems really strange. I'll be totally honest. I mean, he doesn't even look like to me as adequate depth for that position. He just looks. I'd rather an academy player played than Antonio Tikvich, really. And yeah, Leo Maguire says the same. What on earth did Tikvich just do? I just don't think he was concentrating. It's just strange. And yeah, this second half's not been as exciting. Of course, Rocco Vata scored that really good goal in the first half. Imran Loser as well, contributing. And then just some shambolic Watford defending for the 2 goals we conceded. Matty Pollock's done well today, though. I've been pretty impressed with Matty Pollock. He's actually looked better than Ryan Porteous, in my opinion. So, yeah, fair play to Matty Pollock. Tom Ince is still on the pitch, by the way. I think that's Adu Poku in midfield. Or was that Shatford? I can't tell. I think that's Shatford in midfield, number 42. Right, I'm going to have to get the numbers up here. Number 25 just had a shot. I think that's Michael Adupoku. He just had the shot there. I'm really going into the depths of my Watford Academy knowledge. I've got no idea. Watford haven't actually got the numbers on the team sheet, so I don't know. I think that was Michael Adupoku. I usually try to go and see one academy match a season, actually, because Watford do an offer most seasons where if you have a season ticket, you can get admission for free to go and watch the academy matches at Vicarage Road. So I do, if I can, try and get to see 1 or 2 a season when they play at Vicarage Road, the 18s or the 23s. Oh, and Watford have scored, and it's a well-worked goal. And Watford have gone 3-2 up in this game. Fantastic to see. I don't have the comment. I can't actually tell you who scored because my lack of knowledge is not good enough. I don't have the commentary on. But Michael Adipoku, great ball into the box and a tidy finish there from who is that? Number 43. I think that might be. Nah, is that him? Nabizna. But yeah, Watford have gone 3-2 up in this game now, which is good. Good to see the academy lads getting a run out. Adi Poku, great work down the right. Similar goal to the Quadro Bar one that was scored in the first half, actually. And yeah, it was Nabizada, who scored for Watford. My pronunciations aren't the best. I do apologise. But yeah, Watford's best work in attack has come down the flanks. Playing wide has worked for us in this game, which is good. Exploiting the wide areas is where our best attacking players come from. But you know what? At least the fans who travelled, they've seen 3 goals from Watford. They can pretend they're on, some European tour. Here's Rivich, does well. He actually does well. Lays it off. Good goal. I agree, Rudy. Hope you're doing well, buddy. And congratulations on finishing your exams as well. I hope they're all good. What have you made of the game so far, Rudy, as well? Let me know in the chat. I thought the Rocco Vata goal was great. I thought he looked really good in that first half, actually. Yeah, the academy lads who come on actually look really energetic and lively, which is always good to see. Can't believe Tom Ince is still on the pitch. Actually, I thought they would have taken Tom Ince off. I don't see any use why he would still play. And yeah, these are the changes. I'll bring that up on screen for you now. So these are the changes that happened about 5 or 6 minutes ago. Ngakia, Porteous, Loser, and Vata off. Claridge, Nabi Zada, is that how you pronounce it? Adi Poku, who got the assist for the goal, and Shatford have come on. Shatford, who actually played as a striker for Leyton Orient last season, is actually kind of playing in a midfield type role, which is interesting because I'm sure Valerian Ismail last season in pre-season used Shatford in midfield. So I'm not quite sure what's going on with Shatford and what his preferred position is. But at the moment, he's on the ball currently as I speak, actually. He's playing in that midfield position. And he just lays it off there to number 58. Yeah, Tikvich so far, it's just it's not doing it for me. I'm not going to write him off because he's not actually played a competitive match yet. But yeah, so far the defending against Stevenage or against Gillingham, I should say, sorry, was awful. There's a viral video of him kind of before they scored their goal defending. It's hilarious. And then again today, a few lapses in concentration as well. So we'll have to see how much Antonio Tikvich actually plays this season. But those are the 4 subs. The academy players getting a run out. And not long left to go, probably about 15, 16 minutes or so left in this game. If you are new around here, make sure to subscribe to the Watford Way. We'll bring you all the latest Watford FC team news here on YouTube. And of course, you can follow us on social media on Twitter, on X, on Instagram, and on Facebook as well, which is great. So follow us on all of them if you want to. Yeah, VJ says maybe they've kept Tom Ince on to see if he can put in a full 90 minutes. I think Tom Ince last season, he was always kind of utilised as kind of an impact sub, really. I mean, he had very few appearances. He probably made, 12 or 15 appearances, if that. He very rarely started the game. I think he started against Reading and scored a goal against Reading. But I don't remember too much about Tom Ince putting in great performances. He never really impressed me anyway. Oh, Shatford, here we go. Shatford driving forward. Oh, he shoots just wide. And what a great run that was by Watford's number 42, Shatford. Really exciting run. And he shoots just wide there. Knocked it past the Hibernian player who's clearly feeling fatigued. And this is what happens when you bring a load of youngsters on. They run. And yeah, Shatford, think he went with his weaker foot there. And yeah, he shot just wide in front of them travelling Watford fans. But yeah, really encouraging there from Shatford for Watford. And Watford with the corner. Tom Ince about to take it. Referee having a word with someone in the box. Calm down, ref. It's a pre-season friendly. What team do I dislike the most except Luton? I'll answer that question in a moment when there's a break in play. Let me have a think, actually. There's quite a few teams I dislike. Um, who do I dislike the most? Luton are certainly annoying, but as you say, I can't choose them for your question. Um, probably like Leeds or Crystal Palace, maybe. Um, I just find Leeds fans really obnoxious. And yeah, Crystal Palace as well. They're not great. Um, Matty Pollock has been substituted as well. I'll probably say Crystal Palace because they're a bit more local than Leeds. So yeah, pretty much all academy players out there now. So 15 minutes left to go. Mileta up front. I think James Morris might still be at left back, but other than that, that's pretty much it. Jonathan Bond in goal, and yeah, the rest are academy players other than Tom Ince and Ryovic. Right, goal kick for Hibs. They kick long. Ryovic is chasing this. Ryovic has looked energetic since he's come on. I wouldn't say he's done anything, really great. Um, but his hold up play's been okay. Um, it's just, I mean, I could do a whole, an hour discussion talking about Mileta Ryovic. I mean, don't get me started, but I think for the money we paid for him, I think it's worth giving him another season maybe. But if we got a good enough offer, I think I'd move him on and bring in someone else who is more dynamic because we saw earlier Rocco Vata, Tom Ince, Qualo Bar, how well they work together. Yes, if Gassia Espria was available or if Georgie Chapadazzi was available, I'd start them over Ince and Bar. But Rocco Vata, the drop of the shoulder, the pace, the way he strides and carries the ball, the way he curled it into the corner as well. He just looks a class above everyone else. So I'm really excited to see what Rocco Vata does in a Watford shirt this season. Oh, Tikvich taking another risk there. Here's Tikvich driving forward. Crossed in and well defended by Hibbs. FPL lad just got home. How are you playing? All right, actually. I mean, I would say we've been pretty good. Some decent goals. Loser's goal was good. Rocco Vata's goal was good. An academy player just scored a goal to put Watford 3-2 up in this game. Just shambolic defending for the two Hibernian goals, but we'll judge the team properly when the season starts. For today, we can all just chill out. It's a pre-season friendly, and not be too concerned. But yeah, we can be worried about the defending definitely. And yeah, Leo there echoes my thoughts. Tikvich has not been great. Well, the defense FPL ad started as Porteous, Pollock, and Sierralta, but now Cleverly's made the substitutions. It's pretty much all youth players. Oh, well, this has been fun. This has been fun. The second half, not so much. Been a bit boring. Or maybe that's just me. Here's Ali Poku down his right hand side, looking good. Nice turn of pace, defended well by Hibbs. Goes out for a Watford corner. Here's Tom Ince standing over the corner. He goes short. 1-2, back to Ince. There's Shatford, lays it off. Shot comes in and it's well parried by the Hibernian goalkeeper. That looked like it was going into the top corner, actually. A well worked set piece routine there by Watford. I think that was that Morris with the shot? I'm not too sure. But yeah, a well worked. I mean, that looked like that was drilled from the training ground. So yeah, well worked routine there by Watford. Ince goes for a proper corner this time, whips it in, and it's headed over the bar by George Abbott there. George Abbott heads over. About 9 minutes left on this game. I doubt the referee will add on any injury time because it's a pre-season friendly. So about 8 or 9 minutes left to go. Come on, Watford. Let's hold on to the lead, shall we? As practice for the real season. God, so many times last season. I remember it well. We were leading, I think, against West Brom we were. Um, and then we just concede in like the 95th minute or something stupid, and then we go on to draw the game. And over the season, you concede a lot of late goals. It adds up to a lot of dropped points, which can push you right up the table. Um, so yeah, this is practice for holding on to leads when under a bit of pressure. Yeah, I kind of agree with that, Ricky. I think we need one more striker in, maybe. I'd look to move Vacuum Bio on or Mileta Rajovic. I'd move one of them on, bring in another striker. But actually, when you look at our attacking options, Aspria, Chak, Bar, Rajovic, Rocco Vata, that's pretty exciting, at least in my opinion. So I think defence is where the focus has to be. And my last call before we end the stream as well, about 7 minutes left to go. If you haven't already, please feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Trying to hit 1,000 subscribers this season, as Michael Adipoku is on the ball here. Does really well, and Adipoku has the ball back to Tom Ince. Tom Ince floats one over, tries to find Rajovic. He doesn't do so. Yeah, as I was saying, please subscribe to the channel. Trying to hit 1,000 subscribers this season. If it all goes well, we should do by the end of this year. And yeah, it'd be much appreciated if you could hit that button down below. Adupoku's number 25. That's correct. Shackford is number 42. Oh my God. Oh, I thought that was a goal. I thought Tom Ince has just scored a brilliant goal. I thought that went in. I think the camera deceived me. Let me watch this on the replay. Some great play by Rajovic and Tom Ince here. Yeah, the camera tricked me. They actually went behind the goal. And yeah, anyway, forget what I just said. I thought Tom Ince had scored. He hadn't actually scored. It was an optical illusion. Even the commentators thought that went in. How funny! That is funny. Yeah, it looked like a goal. It looked like a goal. Funny. Thank you, VJ. Yeah, Rocky says he thought it went through the net. Yeah, I was watching it and I was like, wait, is that a goal? But no, I think what happened was it went wide, rebounded off of something, hit the net. The net then moved and it looked like it went in, but actually it hadn't had gone in. Anyway, we move on. We move on. Yeah, even the commentators thought it went in. How funny. What am I going to do after this stream? I'll probably play a bit of EAFC potentially. Got nothing else to do this evening. So yeah, that is probably what I'll do after this stream. Let me know what consoles you guys have. I have an Xbox Series S. And yeah, I'll probably play a bit of FIFA after this stream. James Morris has gone off. Number 45 has come on, albeit again, they don't have numbers on their shirt, so I don't know who that is. They don't have. They've got numbers. They don't have names. They don't have names on their shirts in this game for some reason. So yeah, the only two senior players I believe out there now are Jonathan Bond, Tom Ince, and Rivich. Ezzy Ez, are you new? I've never seen you before. Welcome to the stream. Genuine predictions for us this season. Now, someone asked me this earlier. I think as we are now, I would see us in a relegation battle potentially. If we retain Wesley Hoot, Espria, and bring in a couple more signings, especially left wing back, then I think maybe top half is achievable at a stretch. But I don't think any higher than that in my opinion at the moment. I mean, I'm happy for my opinion to change, but as it stands, maybe top half is the best we can achieve. Oh, you never joined the streams before. I see. I see. Well, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. We're just about to end in 5 minutes, so you're a bit late. But you can join our Millwall stream for the start of the season when we watch that game. Here's Antonio Tikvich. And yeah, pretty much just a team of academy players now. Here's Adu Poku, who's seeing a lot of the ball down his right-hand side. No, FPL lad, he said, is this our last pre-season game? Oh, Watford nearly scoring there. Good defending by Hibs. It's not. We play against Wycombe Wanderers next Tuesday, I believe. And then we play against Brentford next Saturday. So yeah, 2 more to go. And yeah, Leo says that as well. Yeah, Watford career mode's good, Richard. I think the best game for doing a career mode is Football Manager because it's a lot more in depth than FIFA. Like see FIFA career mode as like a simpler version of Football Manager. I think if you've got the computer, or actually they do a console version of Football Manager now. I think you'd like that if you've never played that before. But yeah, I do like Football Manager. It's good fun. And yeah, not long left to go in this game. The final call, if you haven't already, subscribe to the Watford Way. Follow us on socials, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. We're on them all. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. The game should just be about to end if the referee doesn't add on any more time here. And we'll do a quick summary of the game before we go as well. Be 90 minutes and that's it. The referee's blown up. It's full time. Watford get the victory. I won't go too over the top because it's pre-season and I'm not an idiot. But we've won. Some quality goals in there as well. An academy player scoring the winning goal, which is always fantastic to see. Imran Louza with the equaliser in the first half. Rocco Vata scored to take us 2-1 up. And just some shambolic defending, really, for the Hibernian goals, which is the same old story for Watford. You know, shambolic defending. You know, we've all seen it. But certainly, you know, a decent game to watch. As VJ says, a worthwhile friendly. Eze says, you warns. Leo says, come on. VJ says, don't leave us, Wes. Rocky, get in. Yeah, certainly a decent game. I think it was worth our time watching that. You know, the lessons I've taken from that are, you know, the front three we saw, although that won't be the starting front three, but I think the front three of Ince, Bar and Vata for their dynamism and pace and technical ability on the ball worked well. You know, we can't have Mileta Rajovic and Bio starting games anymore. We've got to have, you know, more pace up front. And I think Rocco Vata clearly offers, you know, a lot of quality on the ball. The drop of the shoulder he showed just prior to his goal as well. Really fantastic to see. And other than that, you know, a pretty well-rounded performance, really. I'm quite happy with what I saw. I'm sure the Watford travelling fans will have a good night out in Edinburgh. They all flew out this morning from Luton Airport. I saw a few people get the train. A few people even drove, and I think it's about an 8-hour drive up to Edinburgh, which is a long way. But yeah, some sloppy goals by Watford. I'm just watching that first goal now, where Jonathan Bond kind of lets it through his legs. You know, not particularly great there from Jonathan Bond. But yeah, that's the end of the stream. You guys can see me in person if you so wish, at the Brentford friendly next weekend at Vicarage Road. You can catch me at every Watford home game if you want. I'll chat to anybody. But yeah, thank you very much for joining me today. Really appreciate it. Keep an eye out on social media as well, because the Watford away kit will be dropping on Friday, the 26th of July, as I exclusively tweeted on our account yesterday. So keep an eye out for that. It'll be worth the wait, I can assure you. And yeah, other than that, I'll see you guys very, very soon for the first watch long of the season against Millwall. You can join me right back here, and we'll take you through the Millwall game at the start of the season. And yeah, hopefully Watford can pick up the 3 points in that one. So yeah, I'll stop talking. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Thank you.